Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I'm so happy to be with you today. And I am also sending a shout out to everyone that is on our social media stream. Today, we are celebrating Kwanzaa, and this is day 4 of our celebration of Kwanzaa. We are celebrating Kwanzaa so that we can support ourselves in showing up in the world and being a beneficial presence. 2022 is going to be an important year for all of us. It is that time where we continue to regroup, we continue to adapt, we continue to grow beyond the experience of COVID. And that growth will require us to apply principles that will support us in our growth. I also believe that it is important for us to always look for ways to set ourselves and to set everyone up so that we can succeed. So that's the reason we celebrate Kwanzaa. This has been an annual event, and I love the 4th day. And the reason this day is very important is because we get to set something new in motion the more we become crystal clear with this principle. The principle we're talking about is Ujamaa. Ujamaa represents collective economics. Now, collective economics is a very important part of our lives. We get an opportunity to expand our awareness. We get a chance to move beyond this thing of lack, of limitation. And that lack and limitation can only be overcome by our looking beyond and seeing that we live in an abundant universe. And by our living in an abundant universe, we get an opportunity to grow. We get an opportunity to apply life in a different way. Ujamaa means to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses to profit from them together. This is all a part of cooperative economics. Many years ago, Malcolm X is quoted for saying that the economic philosophy of Black nationalism only means that our people need to be re-educated into the importance of controlling the economy of the community in which we live, which means that we won't have to be constantly involved in picketing and boycotting other people in other communities in order to get jobs. That quote seems appropriate, and it seems as if it is something that we could be saying today. Part of the work is learning how to build the harvest. Desmond Tutu says that there comes a point where we need to stop just pulling people out of the river. In other words, rescuing people. We need to go upstream and find out why they are falling in. Education, re-education is an important part. Gwendolyn Brooks wrote in the book Paul Robeson, we are each other's harvest. We are each other's business. We are each other's magnitude and bond. So what does this mean in a practical manner? Well, practically speaking is we lend our energy to where we align. And when we say we align, we're in agreement with. We send our energy to those we want to support in terms of their growth, where we are fed. Tina Meeks, in an article that you'll experience in a couple of days, talks about giving back. That giving back is investing in areas where we are fed, where we are uplifted, where we can experience good. Now, what I want to say about cooperative economics, it's not just about people giving, it's also about receiving and also knowing how to support those people that we want to serve. So it is a two-edged sword. Just recently, I saw something, I had a need, I had a vendor that was there to be and give impeccable service. They listened to my need, and my need was fulfilled like that. So it is about giving and receiving. So today, as we move forward, I invite you to just really sit in this place and open your hearts wider than you've ever opened it before in the area. I invite you this year, as we focus on cooperative economics, to take your attention to the areas where seeds are sown and where you are nurtured in your experience of abundance and progress. I invite you to spend time in terms of paying attention to how you can be of sacred service. I share this with you on a Wednesday. This Wednesday is the day that in our spiritual community, we spend time with entrepreneurs, nurturing their spirits and supporting them. And those people in our community that want to grow in the area of prosperity. And we spend time with a group called a Power 8 group. That Power 8 group focuses on prayers for our communities, their growth and their expansions. It also focuses on prosperity and healing for everyone, including ourselves. So as you move into 2022, I invite you to continue to keep this principle close to your heart, to learn what you need to learn from it, and to grow and expand beyond your expectations for the highest and greatest good for all of humanity. So this evening, we have a special treat for you. We have invited Reverend Linda McLeod. She's a Unity minister. She is a dear friend. We've been working on a special project. It is called Celebrating Our Soul, a special conference that's taking place in 2022 during August, where people of various new thoughts are coming together to support each other. It's a perfect example of cooperative economics, and to support people who show up in terms of their growth and their expansion. Let's hear what she has to say.
This is Reverend Linda McLeod, and I am here for day 4 of Kwanzaa, Ujamaa, cooperative economics. So let's just go inside to the space of now, the heart center, and focus on cooperative economics, Ujamaa, and how that plays into our journey. So just breathing into this space called now, and being aware of the economics of our communities, how we supporting the economics of our communities, our world, to make economics, abundance available for all. Just breathing into this space and this consciousness is an awareness of how can I be more giving, more willing to be a supportive member of the community that I live in and that I serve in, to be present for that power of good that works in me, through me, as me, that I become a supporter of my community, to be in the space of the awareness that of cooperative economics, that we are part of the process, that as we build our communities, as we build our homes, as we are participating in the economics, the financial abundance of our lives, we can share that abundance with others. Just take a moment and just affirm, I am willing to be a part of the giving and the receiving. That as I give, I receive. And as I receive, I give. I support the cooperative economics, that we share in the abundance, and that we share in the giving and we share in the receiving. That it is a cycle. And the more that we are involved with this process consciously, we can be affirming of the good for all. I affirm good, abundance, prosperity for all. And so it is.